Hey guys, check it out. Today I'm back out at this pond that I've fished before, and last time I was here, I fished off the dock. There's not a lot of shore access, and I said I'm gonna come back when I get a kayak because there is a kayak launch down here. But I took a little bit of a break. I went on vacation, went out of the country for about a week, so I had some footage I wanted to put up, and I thought about it, and it wasn't like the best footage in the world. So if I put something up, I either want to be going somewhere brand new, or I want to be catching a lot of fish, or I want to catch just a few big ones. So we were back at this preserve, or sorry, it's a WMA. If you want to have access to it, it's $3 to access. You can only fish on weekends, and the fishing here is catch and release only. Now, if you have the annual permit like I do, you still have to call to get a fishing permit, but that's free, and then entrance is already paid for with your $26 fee that you paid for to get that permit. Now, what I want to do today is, because there's such limited shore access here, I want to go ahead and I want to fish from the kayak, and I'm going to be pitching. It's kind of cool. It was 59 this morning. I'm here right now. It's about 67, so I'm wearing my jacket. I've got a moving bait on, a lipless crank. I've got a jig on because I want to pitch into some of these reeds. And then I've got a Senko as a finder. Now, the nice thing about little ponds like this, as you can see, is I can cover a lot of ground. I can kind of methodically fish the area with the time that I have. Last time I was here, I caught a bunch of dinks, so I'm hoping there are bigger fish pushed out in more cover. Most of the fish seem to be hanging out in that 20 to 30 yard range, so they may still be doing that. I'm not sure. It's been kind of cool the last few days. I just got back in to the country about 3 days ago, and the weather wasn't super awesome. So let's take a look and see if we can find some big fish in here, and let's have some fun. And if this doesn't work out, there's another pond I could try, but I think I'm going to focus mostly today right here. Permit number is an indicator of anything. At least 40 people have been out here fishing on the multiple ponds out here since the beginning of the year, which seems like a much bigger chunk than possibly last year. Last year, I think at the beginning of the year, well, last year in December when I rolled up here, approximately 165 people had received fishing permits. Now, you can only fish here on the weekends. It's catch and release only, which is nice. Which means the bass should stay in here. So I just felt this water. This water is warm. This fish should be not moving around. Just caught one there. Didn't get it on camera. About a 12 incher. Came off this edge here where I saw one splash earlier on the Senko. I wonder when these fish are going to wake up. It's been about 20 minutes since I had that last bite. This one right there, a little one. There's a fish. No monster. Great colors on this little guy, but that's all he is little dude. I think what I might have to do is I've got a pretty big profile jig on the one rod. I need to switch over to just a worm with shaky head or something on it, and kind of throw back in these little pockets and stuff. Oh, that ruined that spot. So as I'm looking down, there's a lot of catty ninetail roots here. They're probably sitting at about 6 foot of water. I don't want to catch. Hopefully I may catch something bigger than what I've been catching. I've discovered there's really like 3 types of bodies of water here in Florida, especially when it comes to ponds. for little lakes about this size. First, there's ones that have minimal bass in them, but the bass are like 5 to 6 pounds. And there'll be a handful of those monsters in there with a couple little ones. Weeds. Then there's the ones where everything's kind of balanced. There's plenty of fish in it. There's bluegill, there's bass. There's going to be just a bunch of little guys, but there's going to be a bunch of medium-sized fish. There's plenty in that like 2 to 4 pound range, and then a couple really big ones. And I found there's other ponds that are like this where they're all dinks. No matter what you do, like the biggest fish you're going to catch out of there, there might be one in there that's 5 or 6 pounds. Like the Southport Community Pond is very much like that. You can go there and throw a plastic worm and just catch these, half pounders and pounders all day. But then every now and then you're going to hook into a 3 or 4 pounder. Or that one time I went back there when I was pond hopping, you're going to run in and see something that's in the 6+ range. But that's going to be rare, and that's probably maybe the biggest fish in the entire pond. Oh, that's a good fish. No, it's not. That little dude took this little shaky head worm and just blasted it. And I was like, oh, that's a good fish. Nope. Just kidding. Alright. There's one. That's that little guy. This is making me believe this is another one of those ponds where I'm gonna hook a bunch of little dudes. Fish was swimming with it. It's not a good guy. Tell me he swallowed it. Oh, there it is. I can see it. Whoop, hang on, bud. There we go. Thought for a second there was kind of snagged on a root or something, and then it started moving sideways. Now you can see, you guys probably can't, but I can. There are reed roots all the way out here, which makes this is kind of interesting to me because it means there's a long just patch of catty ninetail reeds between me and the shore. Some of them are dead and obviously underwater, but this makes for good cover. There's a fish. I think he's very big. That's a fish. Oh, what we got here? Oh no. Here we go. I think he missed it when it hit the water. I heard a splash, but I thought it was just me dragging it over a catty ninetail. And then I started winding and he slammed it. I watched a little guy come up and grab it. they want to chase, and that's good because I want to fish a moving bait. I just gotta find some bigger fish, man. That's all. That's a good fish, I think. No, he's tangled up. There he is. Come on. It's gonna be interesting. Body surf him up here. Pretty, but not. Still not the size we're after. Great colors on this one. Man, they're hitting it hard though. I think the crankbait that I have on, or sorry, the lipless crank that I have on, I need to switch over to that jerkbait that I was catching them on last time I was here. I think it's the right color, but I think I'm gonna go down here a little bit further before I switch it, because I want to really kind of work this edge with this little zoom worm here. And all I'm doing is I'm swimming it. I have a shaky head on. There's another fish, another little guy. Dink City today. That's another little guy. Things are us, man. So this is the little bait I was catching them on last time here. It's a prism. It's called a prism crank, and it's by Uzuri, and this is a suspending jerkbait. They seem to like that. So I'm going to give this a few throws and see if it works, because the fish want to chase. They're chasing the worm as I'm swimming it. So let's see if they'll chase this crankbait. And it'll catch, I've caught small fish on it, I've caught big fish. It's one of those, it'll catch a lot of fish kind of baits. That feels like a good fish. Yeah, it's a better fish than what I've been catching. He ain't no monster. Where you at? Come here. That's the best fish of the day right there, boys. There we go. First decent one at least. He swiped it. It's pretty sad, but that's the best fish of the day, but he's nice and healthy. Caught him in that range where I was catching before, about 20, 30 yards away from the shoreline. Alright. There you go. Right there, that seemed decent. We got a little bit of a breeze going right now. 4 or 5 mile an hour wind is now here. Again, all I'm doing is I'm just swimming this worm, kind of popping it. There's another little guy on a crank. That's about the same size as the one I caught off camera. Again, aggressively hit, not very big. Alright, back in there. Oh, he came back. I don't know if it's the same one or not. This one's really tiny. Quick release. Alright, so today was pretty good. In terms of catching fish, not in terms of catching quality fish, but I probably caught maybe 20 fish. I caught quite a few that weren't on camera. They were off camera. And then, nothing big. But it's been a fun day. And I think I'm going to continue fishing for a little bit, just see if I can catch anything bigger, maybe move out in the middle, try some deeper stuff, see if I can find something, put on a deep diving crank. But other than that, I'm going to head in, call it a day. It's beautiful out here. If you get the chance to come out here, again, it's $3 to get in, or you can get the annual permit pass, which is $26, gets you into all the WMAs here in Florida. And this one is only open on weekends. There are 5 ponds I think you can fish in total. 3 up here in the northern section, and then 2 down in the southern section. And it was on the bigger of the ponds down in the southern section. I had the video there. So if you come out here, good luck. It's beautiful. Enjoy the time that you're out here. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.